Hey, people, today I have bits falling everywhere. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I bought lots of things. I'm going to show you them in this video. So, not exactly sure how long this video is going to be. It's going to be a bit of a long one, but I'm going to zoom through everything. I will talk a little about each thing, only a little bit, because I don't want it to be taking up too much time. But recently I got CEX opened again, and a couple of the other little shops around here opened again. So I thought, because I got a bit of spending, I won't spend it online, I'll go out to the shops. And I did. So some of this stuff came from Poundland, some of the stuff came from MT Games, and some of the stuff came from CEX. Most of it come from CEX, because yesterday, did I say this? Rewinding it a bit, 2 days ago I first went out and got some stuff, like 4 or 5 things, and then yesterday I took in all my Arrowverse Blu-rays, because that sort of went to to CEX for trade. I thought I was going to get 70 odd. They told me, oh, you've got about £122. So I was like, oh, fair enough. Still have a voucher of about £3 left. And we're already 1 minute and 40 seconds in. Right. So, most of this I haven't seen. Most of this stuff I'm completely new to. I blind bought it thinking, it stars X person. I'm collecting their stuff. I've heard positive things about this series. So I'll go through each thing, probably spend a minute on each thing. Hopefully not too long, but I will try my best to keep it short. Starting with Penny Dreadful. This, they had three brand new boxes like this in Poundland. So I've heard good things about it, but I've never actually seen it. So I'm looking forward to this. So that's item 1. There we go. Penny Dreadful, complete first season. I know it only went for like 3 series, but DVD of that. Looking forward to watching that. I should move all this stuff over here, really, because if I want to be doing stuff, I want to make sure I've got somewhere I can put it once I've looked at it. Right. Oh yeah, and a lot of this will be horror themed. And I'll go down the left. No, I've already started going on the right. I'll keep going down the right. This, can't remember. It was MT Games, local shop. I saw this for £1, so I was like, bargain, £1. I enjoyed it. It's the remake. Well, sorry, the recent adaptation of, or adaptation, whatever you want to call it, of the Stephen King novel Pet Sematary. It's got quite a few people really disliked all the changes they made. But I will say my only gripe is Church, the cat. He's not on the back, but he's on all the promotional material. In fact, yes, he is. He's on the freaking front. Look at the shadow there. As a cat owner, I wasn't impressed. On to the next item. Pet Sematary. The original, the 30th anniversary edition, 4K. This is my first 4K disc. I don't have a 4K player, but it was cheaper to buy this than to buy the 30th anniversary Blu-ray brand new, because it comes with the Blu-ray. Anyway, Church from this, the original, absolutely terrifying. There's no picture on the back, unfortunately. I mean, you can sort of see Church on the front there. But yeah, Church from this is terrifying. Quality story. Focus in on me. Thank you. Quality story. Quality show. That's the thing. This also, the fact that it's 4K made me kind of chuffed, because I haven't got a 4K player or anything. But this came to £12 from CEX, and everywhere I looked it was like 15 to 20 to buy the 30th anniversary brand new. So I thought, I'll get the 4K version for cheaper. Right, next thing. Stand By Me. This is, I think, another anniversary edition thing, yeah? Yeah, 25th anniversary edition. I've Watched it once when I got the DVD yonks ago. Another really strong Stephen King story, The Body, which is what this is adapted from. I'm so glad that I found this. Again, it was cheap. I think it was like... Hold on. What am I doing that? I actually took a list of all the prices. Let's see if I can open up the file. Prices of today's haul. Yeah. This came to a £5. So it was a bargain. I thought, considering I had the DVD before, this is a bargain. Right. The next two items. Yeah. Going there pretty much explains my feelings on it. Haha. I have this on DVD. I paid £1 for it. I thought bargain. So this was £4. Looking at my list, yeah, this was £4. And I want to. I'm upgrading all my DVDs to Blu-ray. So I thought, as a collector of Stephen King stuff, it weren't a terrible movie, but it weren't that great either. I mean, I'm not fond of the clown in it. Bill Skarsgård is a great actor, but he just didn't do anything for me in this. In fact, it put me off quite frankly. So there's chapter 1, and that was the single disc edition. This, even though it doesn't have the sleeve, is the 2-disc limited edition, and it came to £10. So yeah, the price reflects on it. This, again, a mediocre film, and there's certain things in this which are quite obviously proof that the book, just because it's in the book, doesn't mean it should be in the film. All I will say is, it's to do with Charlie Howard. Look up the name, you'll see about it. If you know the story already, you'll know the backstory of it. But yeah, 2 discs, £10. It's something I don't have, and it'll add to my Stephen King collection, which is probably something I should show you at some point. My Stephen King collection. That's the end of my King stuff. Next, I upgraded from DVD to Blu-ray of this. Jurassic Park. Absolutely fantastic movie. The Lost World was not as good, but it's still, entertaining. And 3... Insert "at least you tried" cake gif. Then there's this. Again, I thought, bargain. This came to £6. I think it was £6. Jurassic Park trilogy. Yep, £6. This is only £1. So, a bargain from CEX. Next, again, upgrading from DVD to Blu-ray. Insidious Parts 1 and 2. I have this very same set on DVD, which I've given to Rosie now, which I do with all my stuff when I upgrade. I give my DVDs to Rosie. This came to... Where is it? £3. This one's £3. It's near the bottom of the list. I completely forgot. I shuffled things around. Insidious 1 and 2 are a great sort of enclosed story in itself. And if you really thought-provoking ghost stories, you'll enjoy it. It has the odd boo, haha. I just noticed my sound cut out. Yeah, it has the odd, in-your-face moment. So in recording, if when I watch this back, I'll probably see that the sound cuts out at some point. But yeah, I have Underworld 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. This is the 4-disc set. This came to... Where is it? Where is it? I didn't write it down. That's strange. That is strange. I didn't write it down. This, I think, was £8. I'm not sure. It was either £6 or £8. No, wait. Insert Jim Carrey. I was way off. £12. This was the most expensive item I paid for. Well, no. In my first pickup, because I went back and asked for a couple of things behind the counter. Insert, rewind, reverse, all that stuff. £12. Underworld films, good films. 1 is a fantastic film. 2 could have been better. It was still good. Rise of the Lycans. It's a good, like, further development of the werewolf side story, but it doesn't do much for the Celine story. And then it goes into Awakening and Endless War, which isn't in that set, or Blood Wars, which isn't in that set. I know you can only see like the side of my body. You can't see my hand. My hand's doing this while I'm talking. Anyway, 11 minutes in. Now, I watched this when it first came out. The Cure for Wellness, because I was being told by everyone, oh, it's fantastic. It's very Lovecraftian. It's very reminiscent of Hammer horrors. And I'm a huge Hammer horror fan. So I thought, go for it. It must be good. This is a mediocre film that had so much potential to go further. Every turn there was something giving it the nudge it just couldn't quite reach. And how much did I pay for this? I don't think I've got it up there. Yes, I have. £3. This was in Matt's Empty Games. Sorry, Matt is the owner. Empty Games. And it's worth £3. Add to my horror collection. It is, like I said, it's a mediocre movie, but it's not fantastic. I wouldn't ever see myself paying more than £3 for that. Okay, next is a few items. First two come from Matt's. We have Prometheus, which is an upgrade from DVD. In fact, all this next lot is upgrade from DVD. Prometheus, great film. Could have been better. Nudge the mic. The 4-film anthology on Blu-ray. Now, I previously had these as individual films, individual discs, but this set comes with a couple of bonus discs that has extra features like explaining a lot more extras, basically, instead of just the disc and a few small featurettes. So, obviously everyone knows what Alien and Aliens is. Alien 3. The much maligned Alien Resurrection. Still, £7 from Matt's. I thought this was worth the cost. I'm a big defender of Alien 3. I like the theatrical cuts ending. I would be happy to watch the assembly cut of Alien 3 right the way up to before Ripley takes the swan dive. Because, in my opinion, I'm inserting my opinion here, I don't care what you think, when they removed Ripley grabbing, spoiler alert, when they removed Ripley grabbing the Queen as it burst out of her, to me, that they basically removed a big, powerful moment. That was Ripley's last laugh to the Queen. Last big FU, like, ain't going anywhere! Splat! So, yeah. Then there's these two. Which, the way the box looks, the box looks for these, it looks like these were released just shortly after Blu-ray became a thing. Because, it's like got big advertisements for high definition. And it has like the big Blu-ray like boasting thing on the backs of the cases. Like I'll show. AVP1 was 350 and AVP2 is 250, both from CEX. But yeah, they both have, this is AVP2, yeah, the same setup at the back that says about how awesome Blu-ray technology is. And it's not going to zoom. It's attempting to zoom. Fair play to it. But yeah, as you can see, Blu-ray disc technology for maximum home cinema experience. But both of them are exactly the same on the back, apart from the text about the film and the extras. AVP, really enjoyable. Very good team up. And AVP2 is a bit weird. They could have used the hybrid more. I'm not going to say what I mean by the hybrid, because if you don't know, if you haven't seen AVP1 and you want to, enough said there. You like this, but they could have used the hybrid more. Right, there's those. Right, the next one, it cost £50, and it's, I didn't even know this, but it's another take on the Universal Wolfman movie called Werewolf: The Beast Among Us. I'm guessing it's similar to like I, Frankenstein and Dracula Untold, where it's not necessarily a remake of the Wolfman, because we know they did do a remake of the Wolfman. But this, again, I've not seen it. It was a blind buy. I just thought it was about the Universal monster, the Wolfman. So I thought, bargain. Have it, 150. Because at some point I will show you my Hammer horror collection, which is really just one box of DVDs and a few of the re-envisioned ones. When I say re-envisioned, when Hammer became more, when Hammer reinstated itself again as the horror thing, like where they released Woman in White. I think it was a Woman in White. Not Lady in White. It's not Daniel Radcliffe. That's gonna do my nut in now. I think it was Woman in White. But yeah, they released the Quiet Ones and Let Me In, which Let Me In is a remake of Let the Right One In. A fantastic vampire movie. Anyway, I'm off track. These 4 DVDs came from Poundland. We have this, again, I like, I collect horror, so if the cover looks vaguely interesting to me, I'll buy it. It looked vaguely interesting to me. Giant killer clown on the front. I've seen really bad killer clown movies, but I just thought, I'll grab it. Then we have Fire City, End of Days. Not a clue. Cover looks fantastic. Back looks fantastic. Says on the front, from the special effects genius behind Aliens, The Terminator and X-Men. It looks like it's going to be a flashy movie, basically. So, again, £1, Poundland. Can't go wrong. Well, I suppose you could go wrong, but can you believe 20 minutes almost, and I've still got some left. Sony. Now, everyone will recognise that name as it says at the top there, based on true story of the Highlands infamous cannibal clan. I saw that, thought, hold on, that's a 101 film, brand new, and it's still everything packaging properly. It's got the box, everything. So I thought, I'm having it. It's £1. You can't go wrong with a bargain. If it looks good, I mean, it may be utter tripe, but who knows. There was another one again, 101 Films, Zombie Horde. Now, I looked at it and thought that's going to be a really bad budget zombie movie. But again, as with Sony, you know, still in the plastic, brand new. From Poundland don't always sell brand new stuff. A lot of their stock, when you look at the barcode, it'll have a sticker over that says Replay DVD. And it usually comes on this bit down here. So, an interesting tidbit about this, I looked this film up because I wanted to look it up to see what I was getting myself in for. And I realised it was, from a review, it was a retitling of a film called Zombie Apocalypse Redemption. Then, after some searching, I found that there was an original sorry, a film this was a sequel to called Zombie Apocalypse. And after seeing the cover, I thought, hold on, I have that in my collection. Now, going through this story for you now, I should realise I should have got it out of my collection. But I paid £3 in CEX for that disc. It was, again, I think when I tested it, you could tell it was a really bad budget zombie movie. But it came with a prequel comic. And I'm a sucker when it comes to the extra stuff, like with these being brand new from Poundland with the sleeves. I like the slip covers and stuff. So I was happy with that. Right, that's all the horror stuff, really. Well, most of the horror stuff. But the next item I bought because I like Robin Williams' stuff. Everyone loves Robin Williams. So this was a complete blind buy. I know it's got a good all-star cast as it labels across the top, and it's a complete... I'm guessing it's like a rom-com. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. But the main reason I bought this was to go in my Robin Williams collection. You'll hear me say stuff like Robin Williams collection, Jason Statham collection, Arnold Schwarzenegger collection, Sylvester Stallone collection. If I like an actor... I keep looking down there. I've looked down there for most of the video. I apologise. If I like an actor, I'll buy all of their movies. Very rarely I'll fork out like £15 for one DVD. Very rarely. I don't really do that with Blu-rays these days. But if I like an actor and I see one of their films that I don't own cheap, I'll buy it. Because I'm pro physical media. If I like something, I will buy it to keep. So in Poundland, I also saw this. It's another brand new one. As you can see, it's still in its sleeve. Don't know if it shows it very well. But Jason Statham is on the front. Another one, which I thought can go with my Jason Statham collection, which is just up there. You can't really see very well, but it's underneath my Denzel stuff, which eventually... most of that's going to be in folders. You can see it there. I've got my Steve Martin and John Candy stuff in this folder, set with dividers. The dividers have numbers, hence why that says number 1 and that says number 2. But yeah, I'm starting to reduce the space. I'm running out of space, so I'm starting to reduce where everything is. Back on with the show. I think this came to 150 in CEX. I can't remember. Not all the prices are marked up on that thing. That was from my haul yesterday. Sorry, that thing there was my haul yesterday. But again, Bruce Willis on the front. Never seen it. It's a Blu-ray for 150, so I'll add it to my collection. I'll watch it at some point and see what I think. A lot of my stuff I will find I buy blind when it comes to like collection stuff. Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll watch it at some point. If I don't like it, then I'll just mark it as one I'm not going to watch anytime soon until I've completely forgotten about it, and then I'll watch it again. If it's one I love, I'll probably find that I'm watching it quite frequently. And quite often. Now this, MT Games has brand new stickers which are orange and pre-owned stickers which are blue. Now pre-owned is the price this was marked at. The next item, you can sort of see it, me waving it there. But it was a brand new sticker, so I'm guessing they must have lost the stickers. But the main reason I bought this is because it can go with my other films and... in the series, and it also came with the digital code for £5. This is £5 for the digital code. I think the only problem, which I will show as a sneak if I can, you can just see the barcode. Probably gives the title away there. The barcode, it has a nick in it, which is fine. Find my face. Thank you. There we go. This is definitely going to be one of my longer ones. Fair play to you. Everyone who's got this far, right, into the video. Fair play to you. Thumbs up. I appreciate you all. I saw this at the cinema. It was fantastic. In fact, both me and my partner went to see it. It was fantastic. Yes, typical Rambo. Typical macho, you know. But it's really good. Thoroughly enjoyable. I don't have the others on Blu-ray. I have them all on DVD. I will get used to it at some point. I should have like a sticky pad thing, just here on the screen, where my finger is, where you can see my finger. Should have a sticky pad there that says, "Look there." But yeah, £5, and it had the code with it, so I've got it digitally now as well, and the disc was spotless. It's why I buy a lot. That's how I like to buy a lot of my Blu-rays pre-owned, because pre-owned Blu-rays, you very rarely have a problem. Back to CEX, this cost £6. As you know, I collect Arrow films, so I saw this and thought, ooh. It's a Vincent Price film. I didn't know that. And apparently it's an Edgar Allan Poe film. I didn't know that. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. This is going on my looking forward to watching list, which all my lists stick in my head, so I'll forget about most stuff, but the stuff that I'm really looking forward to watching, I will remember. So I'm looking forward to watching this. It's part of the Vincent Price set released by Arrow. I think it's called 6 Gothic Films or something like that. But I want that set at some point. And when I do get that set, that'll just be an extra sort of set at the side. Now, these next two, I've sort of heard of BFI before, but I know it's more of a niche company like Arrow and Blue Underground and stuff. So the images on these may appear offensive. Sorry, get that out of the way. There's this. It had its book with it, called It Happened Here. It's a story of what would have happened if the NZs managed to beat the English in World War One. I think it's World War One. See, Second World War. See, it just shows how stupid I am. But yeah, as it says here, this is what happened when history was rewritten, and NZ's Germany has won the Second World War, and England is under occupation. It is a very documentary style movie. Apparently a lot of the cast were volunteers as well. It's like really old, like 19 something, isn't it? 1964. But yeah, I'll open it like I do in my Arrow stuff. It came... The book may offend, apologies. That's the cover of the booklet you get. You get the Blu-ray, DVD. And it isn't duplicate art like with Arrow stuff, the reversible sleeves. But this, again, I saw this and thought it was fantastic. This cost £6. And there was another one, shouldn't be too offensive, called They Came to a City. Again, this was what spurred me on to buy it. I recognised this picture on the book. I don't know where I recognised that picture from, but I recognised that picture. But yeah, there's the Blu-ray and the DVD. And it's a nice set, but it's also like I'm getting more and more into my older movies, like the old black and white, story driven. The acting may not be spectacular, and the script may not be spectacular, but the stories themselves are spectacular. I will get a clear case for that at some point. Enter Celine Dion. La la la. I won't do any more of that. Titanic. Blu-ray Collector's Edition 3D. I don't know if this has as many extras as the DVD 4-disc set, which I have in the other room. But this is, again, £6, I think this was. Or was it £4? £4. So I thought, I'll upgrade the DVDs, upgrade the quality. Plus, Blu-rays last longer. So some people may have watched this and thinking, why is he replacing the DVDs if he's already got it on DVD? I want to get something which I will buy and it won't just get scratched up from watching repeatedly. It is a nice looking set. The slipcover's nice. But you don't get anything fancy in it, it's just the discs. But lots of extra stuff. This does have 2 specific new documentaries. There we go. Reflections on Titanic, a fascinating in-depth exploration of the film, and Titanic, the Final Word with James Cameron. Produced by National Geographic, this piece brings the world's leading Titanic experts together to solve the lingering mysteries of why and how the unsinkable ship went down. La la! I'm looking forward to watching that. Yes. I like Titanic. I'll admit, I cried the first time I watched it. Next 2 items. I like documentary style stuff. I like histories. I like insects. So anything, especially the BBC David Attenborough stuff. So when I saw this was £6. I got the DVD set, but again, it was a charity shop find, quite scratched up. So I got this thinking, bargain. It can go in my documentaries, and when I get the urge to watch something, I don't want to have to rely on streaming services. I don't trust BBC iPlayer, and less said about the TV tax, the better. So this, fantastic for £6. Definitely. I've got Planet Earth and Frozen Earth already on Blu-ray. That came as a set. I want Blue Planet. I don't have Blue Planet 1 and 2 yet. I want to try and wait till I can get the 2 together. But then there's this. I'm guessing it's similar to March with the Penguins. It's a BBC film thing, Enchanted Kingdom, and it's narrated by Idris Elba. So I'm looking forward to that. I almost said produced. Yeah, it's narrated by Idris Elba. I'm looking forward to that. That was £1 in Poundland. As you can see, it's still in the wrapping, silver stuff, brand new. Only a couple more things to go now, people. Only a couple more things to go. Now, I don't have any of the Hobbits on DVD or Blu-ray. I picked this up because it was £2. Now, it isn't the extended edition, which I will be getting the extended edition trilogy at some point. This is the only one I'm going to get separate. Now, you're probably asking, well, why did you bother picking it up? Inside this was the digital code for the trilogy. Now, I don't have the trilogy on digital, so I thought for £2 I'm getting 30 quid's worth of digital trilogy plus these discs. Can't go wrong. I haven't seen The Hobbit. I plan on seeing The Hobbit at some point, but I'm going to wait until I can see the extended editions. I bought recently the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings on Blu-ray, and nice people in Cash Generator reduced it because it had been sat on the shelves for 4 months, maybe longer, at £30. And when I went in there, This was just that when things were starting to open up again. I asked what it was, and they were like, "Oh, it's $29.99." I was like, it's been that way a while, hasn't it? And he goes, "Nope, you're not wrong. Hold on, let me have a look." Tap, and he was like, how's 20 sound? And I didn't even think about it. I was like, sold. Everything's fantastic in it. The quality, everything is in the other room, so I can't show you. But enough rambling on about that. Just 3 things left. I have the DVD of this, which is just the normal Logan film, which we saw at the cinema, me and Rosie. We loved this film. It's probably one of the better of the later X-Men films. £6 this came to in CEX, which was a bargain really, because it has the noir edition as well. I can't remember, did this one have the code? No, it didn't. But that doesn't matter, because I wanted to upgrade, and I've been wanting to upgrade it for a while, so I thought this was worth it. Last 2 things. Now these last 2 things, probably they're gonna be sort of, I would say, like most things I'm most proud of in my superhero collections, but these are gonna very rarely get watched. Now I don't own this film, so when I saw this for a tenner in CEX behind the counter, I thought bargain. Wonder Woman. Now it's the 3D steelbook, as you can see. Fantastic looking cover. The only issue I have is this thing here, the blue bit, you have to peel that back in order to open it. But I've got it so I can just peel it back onto it, stick it back on, so it's not too bad. But yeah, this didn't have the digital code, but I thought for a tenner for the 3D Blu-ray, that's fine. And the last piece, which was £15 in CEX. I am Groot. I am Groot. My favourite bit of the whole film, which is probably why they chose it for the art of the steelbook. Like, fancy. Isn't that fancy? But yeah. Again, no digital code. But I'm happy that this just has the J card. Right, I can come off. And then you got... This is the full art. Do not push. But again, it was it's a little dinged at the back, but it's only a little ding. Nothing I'm too upset over. But yeah, that came to £15. And again, 3D. It's a 3D steelbook, so I'm not worried about it's not something that I'd normally be able to rush out and buy. So the fact that I traded in all my Arrowverse Blu-rays, I got myself a nice little trade-in amount, and I got that. That is the end of what I've bought. My big haul. My, ooh, look at this. So, what do you guys think? Out of everything I've showed you, what was your favourite? What was your least favourite? Is there anything that you questioned about? Like, do you think it was a questionable choice? Or is there anything that you're actually interested in seeing? I keep looking down there because that's where they are now. Is there anything you guys are interested in seeing? If you let me know in the comments below. And I will find this in a second. Move that over there. Right, as you can see, yes, I've got darker all of a sudden. So yes, thank you very much for watching. And this is a long one. It's almost double the time I normally spend recording a video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and remember, above all else, you rock. Before I go, I probably will What was I thinking of? Earlier on in this video, yeah, my Stephen King stuff. Next thing I have planned to do at some point is my Buffy set. So I'll add the Stephen King as the next thing I have to do after that. Because... hold on. Right, you're going to sort of see it. The top, up there, the top of that cabinet, that is all Stephen King books, adaptions, and a couple of videos. There we go. So, I'll get round to it at some point. So yes, back to the ending that I was doing. You guys rock. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I will see you in the next video.